Support is being offered following the discovery of 2 animals that were illegally shot.
Plus, we'll hear from local health officials who are concerned about a spike in respiratory illness among babies.
And Bar Harbor residents will soon vote on whether to limit the number of cruise ships that can steam into Frenchman Bay.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for tuning in this Monday morning. Hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you all had a nice weekend too. Boy, we had some nice weather for it with nice warm temperatures. And guess what? I think we'll get one more day.
One more day. I saw that, and it's going to drop down the rest of the week quite sharply. So if you can get out and enjoy it today, we highly suggest it. Devin Biggs joins us now.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. And your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are. We have a couple alerts we had to talk about this morning. We have a gale watch in effect until 7 p.m. Tuesday. I expect these to get upgraded either small craft advisories or gale warnings. And we also do have some small craft advisories up until 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Gusty winds will be on the way. And that's going to make things a little interesting along the coast over the next few days with high surf that will be expected. And some of us are even waking up to a few rain showers this morning. A lot of this right here dissipating as it tracks off to the south and east along a cold front here. And once this cold front moves through, which will be about the afternoon period, these temperatures that are expected to hit the low 70s today will soon begin to fall. But here's this front right about in here continuing to track off towards the south and east. Again, the rain will move through later on this morning. And then the front by about early afternoon will start to pass through as well. Once it moves through, the sun comes out, maybe a few passing clouds. But of course, the cold front will mean some cooler temperatures on the way. Also, a gusty west to northwest wind that'll be expected from time to time as well, reaching up to 20 to even 35 miles per hour in a few spots. Even sustained winds today reaching up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour in a few cases, even through parts of Tuesday morning. For today, lower 70s, some morning rain showers, then decreasing clouds with that west wind getting up to about 35 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing decreasing clouds, temperatures in the 70s early, then cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. The Piscataquis County Sheriff's Department is trying to solve a mystery. They were called Sunday after someone reportedly found a person's body. There are few details to report at this hour, but officials say additional information will be released today. They say they're still trying to determine exactly how the person passed away.
2 separate illegal animal shootings are under investigation by Maine game officials. The Warden Service is asking the public for information regarding an illegally killed moose. The carcass was found in northern Aroostook County. Officials believe the moose was killed in late September. It was found covered in brush in an attempt to hide it. They're also investigating an injured bald eagle that was found in Mattawamkeag. It was not able to fly, and an X-ray revealed that the eagle had been shot with a shotgun. Pellets were found in its body. Maine Operation Game Thief is offering rewards of $4,500 for information regarding the eagle and $3,000 for the moose. Those with information should call 1-800-ALERT-US.
The professional firefighters of Hamden were aided by the Maine Forest Rangers to a call of a forest fire in Hamden yesterday. In a post on Facebook, they said their crew responded to the scene with 3 firefighters and a paramedic who came in on their day off, making a point to say that NFPA standard states that for towns of 7,000 to 10,000 residents, 4 firefighters are needed for proper emergency responses. Thanks to a combined effort between those on their off day and the 2 departments, the forest fire was extinguished.
Medical experts are sounding an alarm to what they're calling a crisis as the number of babies contracting RSV continues to grow. We spoke to a mother that says she's doing everything in her power to protect her newborn.
The state of Maine continues to see a surge in respiratory syncytial virus infection, also known as RSV, among babies and toddlers. Friday, healthcare professionals collaborated to address this growing health issue. The respiratory illness can spread through coughs and sneezes.
While we want everyone to know how stretched the healthcare system is right now, we also don't want parents to panic. RSV is a common virus. It's not a new virus like COVID was a couple years ago.
Healthcare professionals say hospital beds in the pediatric ward are virtually full. We spoke to a new mom who says the possibility of her child contracting RSV is her worst nightmare.
I've heard so many horror stories of babies getting it and they end up in the hospital and, intubated or on oxygen, and it is terrifying.
According to the Maine Center of Disease Control and Prevention, symptoms of RSV include coughing, sore throat, running nose, and wheezing. The new mother speaks on small ways she helps protect her baby in a big way.
Nobody is allowed to kiss his hands or his face, limiting who gets to hold him and look at him and stuff when we're out in public.
Doctors say babies under 6 months old, premature infants, and even older children with underlying heart or lung problems could be at risk during this flu and COVID-19 season. Healthcare leaders also recommend best practices to parents so to keep their children safe.
During this RSV surge, we should be keeping those children at high risk, particularly newborns and young infants, away from public indoor crowded places. Just during this surge, it's just important to keep them protected, just like we do with COVID and influenza.
Other preventative methods include washing hands with soap, covering coughs as well as sneezes, while refraining from kissing to decrease the spread of RSV. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC7, Fox 22.
Mainers everywhere are getting ready for the upcoming election. Here's what a few people had to say about a quickly approaching Election Day.
I haven't got much to say, I guess. I just hope it's honest.
Yeah, this is the quietest election I've ever been through. You know, like the last one with Collins and all that was just insane. And this one, most people don't even know there's an election going on.
I think being in Maine, having ranked choice voting, definitely is something that gives us opportunity to get away from the partisan politics.
I think also that I think Jarrett Golden ought to think of what's going on and what people take another look at it.
Don't forget Election Day is this Tuesday, and Maine allows same-day registration for its voters. Anyone can register with just a photo ID and proof of residency. Herman residents will be voting to decide if funding to renew an athletic field should be approved. Voters previously approved the upgrades in 2021 in the 2021 primary, but with the cost of the project now higher than expected, the school committee and town council decided that voters should have a second chance to decide. I took a look and got the details. With multiple funding sources for the possible improvements of Pottle Field, it could be easy for voters to be unsure of how it would directly impact them. Micah Grant, the superintendent of Herman Schools, says the approval of the question could cause a tax increase.
We're trying to pull in as many different funding sources as possible, so we're trying to secure donorship. We're trying to offset that increase with reserve accounts, and the town and the school have been really responsible in the last decade at putting money aside, putting money in reserve accounts. The Herman taxpayers have already paid, so we might as well tap into those when it's going to benefit the entire community.
Grant says if the improvements are approved, more teams, including the middle school and rec teams, would have more playing time on the fields, which currently have to be carefully scheduled and rearranged due to drainage issues.
We have a really robust rec program, and we have hundreds of kids in rec football and in rec soccer. And so one of the things that we like to do is we like to bring those kids right onto they get to play on those fields, because again, it just builds that excitement. And whether that is soccer or football, we want our rec to be able to use the field. But again, you have to limit that exposure when you're talking about playing surfaces and keeping them in tip-top shape.
If approved, they could break ground for this project as soon as December. For ABC7 and Fox 22, I'm Emma Smith.
Well, in other news, a local organization working to serve the homeless community recently announced some very good news. Hope for Homeless operates in the Bangor area by providing resources to shelters, by delivering food, clothing. A major necessity that we may also take for granted is water, which they also delivered. Back in May, Blue Triton donated 40,000 bottles of water to the organization, and on Friday, the water supplier delivered 38,000 more bottles of water for homeless patrons. Co-founder of Hope House, Ann Sweeney, says having a diverse set of donors helps them fill in the gaps when providing for those in need.
The side community does not get access to water. We don't want them drinking out of streams or mud puddles. I mean, we're not just talking adult homeless here. We have families that are homeless with children.
Warehouse space in Bangor is difficult to find. Water is one of the survival things that you need.
Well, anyone interested in donating can connect with Hope for Homeless by way of their Facebook page.
Well, the time is now 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Bangor Band has a new conductor. We'll hear a recap of yesterday's performance in Bangor.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Another warm day on the way. We can expect a chance of showers this morning before we see more sunshine as the day unfolds. The high of near 71 degrees. Getting chillier from there, though. Tomorrow, more sunshine. But look at the temperature. Big difference there. Lows dropping down to the mid-40s.
Janet Mills? 4 years ago, we filmed an ad here supporting her. But Janet has been a disaster for the state of Maine. She's driving up inflation, and her decisions have permanently harmed small businesses and our economy.
And she's bad for seniors and Maine families. Mills raised our electric bill, and she's pushing up home heating costs.
We need Paul LePage now.
We've got to vote for Paul LePage.
Wings for Children and Families is hiring youth and child case managers across central and northern Maine for all 6 of our locations. Wings offers a highly supportive work environment where caring and compassionate individuals can make a difference in the lives of children with special needs. Call today, visit our website, or connect with us on Facebook to learn how you can make a referral for services or join our team, where we are highly committed to bringing hope to those we serve. Wings ranked one of the best places to work in Maine for the last 5 years in a row.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Your rate of interest is $5,200.
In some places, people go to jail for that.
We come from different countries. It's not illegal.
I'm an American, and I go by the laws in America. And this is an American court.
Hot Bench, Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, New England's oldest community band's indoor performances are back. Our Devin Dagnall was there and didn't miss a beat.
After a brief hiatus due to COVID-19, the Bangor Band is back in the Peaks Auditorium at Bangor High School for their Harvest concert. The Bangor Band has a rich history of concerts for the community, with their performances dating back to the 1800s. The newest principal conductor, Dr. Philip Edelman, says he will keep with traditions and focus on what makes the historic band great.
I think that we've been in pretty good hands so far. You know, my predecessor, Chip Farnham, when I was the assistant conductor along with Scott Burdett, he's continuing on, and we just want to continue our trajectory forward.
During COVID-19, the band could not play inside and had to host all of their practices and performances outside. Edelman says returning to indoor performances may not be as intuitive as one would think.
We've had to retrain our ears a little bit and, get used to each other and what we sound like inside a closed space. But I think you're going to be really impressed with how the band sounds today.
Band members say that they're excited to be back inside and that it's already been great working with Edelman.
Philip is filled with energy. I mean, he just bubbles with energy. And that's exciting because that excites us. And he's young. Philip is bringing in this new energy, which, again, is great for us.
To find out about event dates or audition information, visit bangorband.org. In Bangor, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The Hampden Academy Music Association asked members of the community to share some team spirit to help local music students score big. AJ Douglas has more.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. We're doing that today for the high schoolers.
Saturday, the Hampden Academy Music Association held a community dodgeball tournament to help benefit the music program.
I know people have come from as far as Sangerville, to participate in this tournament. So it's not just people in Hampden that are a part of this, which is awesome.
Funding raised during the tournament will also fund a student trip during the World Strides Music Festival in New York City, where band and chorus students are scheduled to perform.
It's really important that we provide funding so that every student that wants to go can. Those types of experiences are so important to the growth and learning of our students.
6 teams registered for the event and showed team spirit while supporting local students.
We just thought it would be a fun way to support the local high school and the kids as they raise money.
It's about fun and exercise and supporting the local school.
The music department plans to raise $1,000 from event registrations and silent auction items. In Hampton, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
All right. Well, meanwhile, students, faculty, and community members, young and older, visited the University of Maine in Orono as the university showcased a world of culture. It happened on Saturday. The annual Culture Festival, hosted by the University of Maine's Office of International Programs and International Student Association, celebrated cultures from across the world, all in one room. This year, the university has 500 international students from 83 countries. The Culture Festival features traditional meals, spices, clothing, and exhibits.
It's a really great opportunity to share their culture, their knowledge, their language with our community, and that includes both our campus community and our Orono and Bangor community.
A few community organizations like the Maine Multicultural Center participated in the festival to engage children to get involved in international activities. Bet they learned a lot on that day, too. One of the things I love about those types of events is the food. You get to taste a little bit of everything.
Craig, you were reading my mind.
Always comes back to food, doesn't it?
Well, I went to that pre-COVID, and it was like, wow, I get to taste everything and just snack my way through.
Yeah, some of the students will tell you about, the history of it and stuff, so it's kind of a neat thing. I guess that's the point of the whole thing.
And that is the thing, too, is even to this day, when I think about certain countries, I think about, I learned this thing from somebody at that Culture Fest.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's why we hold it every year, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, the time now is 6:17. Coming up after the break, we'll hear about the question Bar Harbor voters will consider on Election Day, which could fundamentally change their entire tourism season.
Plus, we'll get a nationwide check of what the midterms could bring us. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
At Rennie's, we got lots of Carhartt. We got sweatshirts, we got lined pants, we got hats, we got gloves.
Flannel shirts, winter jackets, coveralls, we got everything at the best prices and the best selection at Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
Jared Golden and the Democrats by the numbers. The worst inflation in 40 years. Home heating, groceries, gasoline, all through the roof. 87,000 new IRS agents. $20 billion in new taxes on the middle class. All because 83% of the time, Jared Golden votes with Biden and Pelosi. On November 8, stop the Democrats' war on the middle class. Defeat Jared Golden. The NRCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This week, Michael Strahan journeys into the snowy frontier live, getting in close with polar bears. See how the climate crisis is changing their world. The extraordinary journey happens live this week on Good Morning America.
I am so fearful this winter for oil prices.
We can't go on like this.
Jared Golden's votes are definitely making inflation worse.
Jared Golden is not independent.
Golden and Biden are lockstep.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I cannot support Jared Golden.
We need to make a change. Maine needs Bruce Poliquin.
Bruce Poliquin is concerned with Maine people of all walks of life.
I know Bruce Poliquin cares for Maine, and I know he'll fight for us.
I'm Bruce Poliquin, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. The town of Bar Harbor will be voting on a petition that could fundamentally change its entire tourism season. Devin Dagnall has more.
The stronger a vote that can come out of the Bar Harbor citizens, the better. Now,
it's up to the citizen.
In just a few days, the town of Bar Harbor will be voting on a citizen's petition that would restrict the number of cruise ship passengers allowed on shore at a time.
Sentiments have been building for quite some time that the cruise industry is having a large and increasingly too large influence on Bar Harbor. There are days when it totally takes over the town. It's driven a lot of better and regular visitors away.
The petition would limit the number of cruise ship passengers allowed on shore to just 1,000 at a time. The number of passengers coming and going would be tracked by the harbor master, and if the ships do not comply, they will be fined $100 per extra person on shore.
There are people who want the more the better, and there are people who want none, zero. And then we did some back-of-the-hand calculations, but we thought that this was a reasonable compromise.
The petition, of course, is not without its critics. Kevin DeVoe, owner of the West Street Cafe, says that the restrictions imposed on cruise ships would be detrimental to his business.
Cruise ships amount to about 30 to 35% of our business. It's how we get to profitability. And without them, we can't see any way to it.
DeVoe says if the regulations are approved, he may have to close his restaurant earlier in the season and possibly cut staff.
It's a huge loss of revenue, and it will challenge us to, eventually we're going to have to decide, do we want to continue to operate a restaurant?
The decision is now in the hands of Bar Harbor residents, who will vote on the matter this Tuesday. In Bar Harbor, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Lots to consider tomorrow when people head to the polls.
I know, something special in every town and city across the state. Well, the time is now 6:22.
It's time to get a look at our forecast. Looks like a pretty nice day on the way. Here's Devin Biggs with the details.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here's these advisories again. Gale watches in effect until 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and we also have small kite advisories up until 4 a.m. on Tuesday as well. I expect these gale watches to get upgraded to gale warnings or small craft advisories at some point, as we'll be dealing with some high surf courtesy of gusty winds that will be developing. We also have rain moving in as well along this cold front, though, and that's been developing from time to time, so you'll get a quick downpour for a while this morning. But once things start to track off towards the south and east, we'll get all this rain out of here. Then for the afternoon, it'll be decreasing clouds and falling temperatures. We'll go from the lower 70s at about the noon time frame, and we'll just keep cooling off. From there, here's the big picture. We're seeing this cold front right about in here that'll be moving through. High pressure not too far away either, so once high pressure starts to move in, that means some nice weather that'll begin to develop as well. We have a few nice days of nice weather on the way. Once we get past today, it'll just be a little bit cooler. Otherwise, though, here's those gusty winds we'll have to watch out for. Some of these gusts reaching up to 30 miles per hour at times today, lasting through tonight, even into parts of tomorrow as well. So a couple of days at least with gusty winds that will be on the way. Already, wave heights are reporting around 4 to 5 feet right now, according to some of the buoys. Where you see some of these lighter colors here, we're seeing some areas that are seeing higher surf, and of course we're expecting it to get a little bit worse as that cold front begins to move through. Alrighty, temperatures recently continue to get warm. Look at Friday, we were in the upper 60s, 17 degrees above average. And then Sunday, 74 degrees, 24 degrees above normal. And today, maybe a few degrees cooler. Our average high is 49 degrees. We'll reach for the lower 70s, possibly record-breaking highs expected today. As some of these record highs set back in 2020, we're in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So new record highs could be set before we're all finished up. We'll cool off into the middle to upper 40s Tuesday near Wednesday, back in the 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Another cool down again as we head near Sunday. Futurecast moving forward, the rain will get out of here. We'll see a lot of sunshine for the rest of the day. Maybe a few passing clouds from time to time. Maybe a few passing clouds again later on tonight, but otherwise remaining mostly clear. And of course, windy out there as well. Then for you Tuesday, a few passing clouds, but otherwise a lot of sunshine with windy conditions expected. Today, lower 70s, some morning rain showers and decreasing clouds. That west wind getting up to about 35 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 30s, mostly clear, getting breezy out there still. That northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. 24. For tomorrow, 46 degrees. We're cooling off. Mostly sunny and windy, though. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Don't forget, Tuesday we vote. Mostly sunny, highs in the mid-40s. We'll be in the upper 40s Wednesday with a mostly sunny sky. We're partly cloudy on Thursday, highs in the upper 50s. We remain in the upper 50s on Friday, also Veterans Day, with a mostly cloudy sky.
So we're taking a little dip as far as the temperature is concerned, but overall not too bad for this time of year. Lots of sunshine and still mild temperatures out there. I'm trying to think positive.
Right,
you know.
right. I wore shorts yesterday.
I dug my shorts out over the weekend, too. I don't want to put them away.
You probably will have to now.
Probably.
Still much more to come as Good Morning Maine continues.
I don't want to.
As a medical group commander in the United States Air Force and a surgeon, I never ask my patients about their politics. It's the same in Augusta. If someone has a good idea, it doesn't matter what party they're from. That's how I passed bipartisan bills to cut down on government paperwork to make it easier for the uninsured to access health care. Remove barriers to allow small businesses to provide health insurance and help Mainers who might be at risk of an accidental drug overdose. I'm Dr. Richard Evans, and I ask for your vote.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
We got them smart wool socks for the entire family. We got PJ pants. We got lots of slippers. Get to Rennie's for all the great items.
Thank you for shopping locally.
I'll take those deals.
Joe Baldacci was born, raised, and educated right here in Bangor. He's promoted and supported hundreds of millions of dollars in commercial and economic development projects. He has fought to protect vital services from drastic budget cuts. In his first term in the state Senate, Joe delivered for his constituents in Bangor and Herman on jobs, school funding, expansion of health care, and protecting the environment. Joe Baldacci, delivering results for the people of Bangor and Herman.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view, offering a safe, comfortable atmosphere, providing an intimate space for reconnecting with loved ones, family, and friends. It's a true destination dining experience, featuring award-winning dishes from executive chef Arturo Montes, and Ryan's Pub, serving traditional pub food with a modern twist. Whether it's a special occasion or any occasion, the Lucerne Inn is the perfect choice for your business or family gathering.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. The nation is just one day away from casting final ballots in the pivotal midterm election. Democrats and Republicans are now locked in neck and neck with control of Congress on the line. Presidents past and present hit the campaign trail over the weekend in a final push to get their voters to the polls. ABC's Justin Finch is in Washington with the latest.
After months of campaigning, candidates and their surrogates making their closing cases in tightening contest. From the red-hot Senate races in Georgia.
A radical idea nowadays. Character matters. Truth-telling matters. Integrity matters.
We're in a spiritual battle right now, are we not? We're in a spiritual battle.
To Arizona.
Do we think the red wave is dead?
To Pennsylvania.
The energy in Bucks County is just amazing.
The Keystone State, a way station for three presidents. President Biden joining former President Obama for a rare joint appearance.
Truth and facts and logic and reason and basic decency are on the ballot. Democracy itself is on the ballot.
Fetterman and Republican opponent Mehmet Oz are in a close race for Pennsylvania's open Senate seat. Former President Trump rallying with Oz.
And if you want to stop the destruction of our country and save the American dream this Tuesday, you must go out and vote Republican in this giant red wave.
The former president also teasing his own entry into the 2024 presidential race as soon as today. President Biden campaigning in New York, reminding voters what's at stake.
This election isn't a referendum, it's a choice. It's a choice between two fundamentally different visions of America.
And many Americans are voting early, with more than 40 million ballots already cast, surpassing early voting numbers from the 2018 midterms.
Heavy rains continue to cause misery and destruction in Colombia. Thousands have been impacted by the latest round of rainfall. The water has washed out roadways and caused landslides that have destroyed more than 70 homes. Hundreds more are damaged. Authorities are also searching for people who are still missing after mud flattened entire areas.
Well, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan visited Ukraine on Friday. Sullivan meeting with the head of Ukraine's presidential office, as well as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, among others. The National Security Advisor also announcing an additional $400 million in security assistance aid to Ukraine, which includes T-72 tanks, surface-to-air missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles. He also took time to speak about Ukraine's ongoing struggles with Russia, while vowing the U.S. will support Ukraine during the war.
This war could end very easily. Russia chose to start it. Russia could choose to end it by ceasing its attack on Ukraine, ceasing its occupation of Ukraine, and that's precisely what it should do from our perspective.
The United States has already committed more than $1 billion in humanitarian aid to Ukraine during 9 months of battle. Somebody won Powerball the other night. They could have paid for the whole thing.
That's a good way to compare it to.
Yeah. Nobody won it, by the way. So I guess it's going up. I don't even know what it is at this point, like $1.7 billion or something like that.
That's mind-boggling to me.
Crazy.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I try not to.
Still buy a lot of candy with that, huh?
Hey, only time I'll say it, too much candy.
Too much candy, yeah. All right.
Still much more to come here on the second half of our show. We'll hear tips and reminders from the Maine IFW in regards to deer hunting.
Plus, some more tips and reminders this morning from the Maine DOT about winter travel safety. That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Our Medicare supplement and drug coverage is so expensive, we're barely keeping up with our bills.
My husband and I were in the same situation. So I got some help from the Senior Planning Center. They were able to show us some high-quality Medicare Advantage plans that saved us a lot of money.
The Senior Planning Center? Tell me more.
They have helpful agents all over the state. Real Mainers helping Mainers. Give them a call. The Senior Planning Center. They were there to help when it mattered most. I'm glad I called them. You'll be glad too.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have lots of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on ABC 7.
Jared Golden says one thing in Maine, another thing in Washington.
Thanks to Biden and his golden boy Jared, everything is more expensive.
Heating oil is through the roof, and winter is coming.
Jared Golden's policies are going to make people decide whether to heat or to eat.
What's Jared Golden done about it?
He voted to raise taxes on every Mainer.
Jared Golden, independent when it's convenient and liberal when it matters.
Sounds like a typical politician to me.
Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The law.
I've been a judge for 40 years. Don't waste my time.
If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, November 7th, 2022. It's also Cancer Awareness Day. On this day in history, in 1944, President Franklin D. Roosevelt won an unprecedented 4th term in office by defeating Republican Thomas Dewey. In 1940, Washington State's original Tacoma Narrows Bridge, nicknamed Galloping Gertie, collapsed into Puget Sound during a windstorm. Did you ever see that video?
I haven't. I didn't know that existed until right now.
I'll have to show it to you in a while. I think everybody's seen it. It's just this bridge just wobbling all over the place, and cars are out there. And
maybe I have seen that then.
Yeah, it collapsed. I think they built it in like 4 months later during a windstorm. The whole thing just went right in the water. So, yeah, I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad because it collapsed, but it's an amazing video.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You have the right audience for pretty scary stuff right here. Well, in 1991, basketball star Magic Johnson announced that he had tested positive for HIV and was retiring from the NBA. Today's birthdays include singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell. She's 79 years old. Actor Christopher Knight, who played Peter on The Brady Bunch, is 65. And actor Adam Devine is 39 years old, a personal favorite of mine.
Right.
Singer Lorde is 26 years old. I forget she's so young.
Yeah.
She was extremely successful, I think, while she was still in her teens.
That's right. She had that big hit. I don't remember what it was, but...
Royals.
Royals, that's it. Yeah, amazing voice. Good job there. Yeah. Very nice.
That's the one in my generation.
Yeah.
All right. All sorts of stuff. I mean, and Devin we're looking up again today.
Yeah.
And that's dropping off tomorrow, but Devin Biggs has the forecast
One more
details.
short stay today.
One more.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. And your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are. We have a couple alerts we had to talk about this morning. We have a gale watch in effect until 7 p.m. Tuesday. I expect these to get upgraded either small craft advisories or gale warnings. And we also do have some small craft advisories up until 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Gusty winds will be on the way, and that's going to make things a little interesting along the coast over the next few days with high surf that will be expected. And some of us are even waking up to a few rain showers this morning. A lot of this right here dissipating as it tracks off to the south and east along a cold front here. And once this cold front moves through, which will be about the afternoon period, these temperatures that are expected to hit the low 70s today will soon begin to fall. But here's this front right about in here continuing to track off towards the south and east. Again, the rain will move through later on this morning. And then the front by about early afternoon will start to pass through as well. Once it moves through, the sun comes out, maybe a few passing clouds. But, of course, the cold front will mean some cooler temperatures on the way. Also, a gusty west to northwest wind that will be expected from time to time as well, reaching up to 20 to even 35 miles per hour in a few spots. Even sustained winds today reaching up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour in a few cases, even through parts of Tuesday morning. For today, lower 70s, some morning rain showers, then decreasing clouds with that west wind getting up to about 35 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing decreasing clouds, temperatures in the 70s early, then cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin.
On a different note, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to think about this. The Maine DOT has released a friendly reminder that winter is coming, and they have some ways to keep your car stocked and prepared just in case.
They say everyone should have an emergency car kit stocked with a cell phone charger, jumper cables, a spare tire, ice scraper, small shovel, duct tape, I don't know what that one's about, extra oil, a flashlight, first aid kit, blankets, jackets, gloves, water, and snacks. And it's hard to think about right now, but it's also an excellent time to start making your appointments in advance to get your snow tires on. I know from personal experience, many local shops are booking out weeks in advance.
You should always keep some duct tape around. All the time. You never know when you're going to need it.
Like for your bumper, if you hit
yeah.
The bumper, I'm pretty good about keeping being prepared with my trunk. I have a big trunk.
Yeah.
But I don't have a shovel and I don't have duct tape and I don't have a first aid kit, so.
Good to have all those things.
Yep.
Yeah, I put some in my daughter's car just in case.
It's smart.
Yep. Hope you don't need it, but
yeah, true.
Anyway, the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife recently released a list of tips and reminders to keep in mind for deer hunters as well.
According to the IFW, they say minimizing your smell to deer comes in many forms. They suggest using special unscented laundry detergent or baking soda to wash your clothes, sealing your hunting clothes in scent-proof bags, and using fragrance-free soaps and deodorants. They say smell can also be minimized by slowing down. Hurrying through the woods can increase sweat and therefore odor that deer can pick up. Further, they suggest reverting back to the basics, like checking wind direction, studying tracks, bedding, and feeding areas. And when it comes to using a call, they say only use one if you're comfortable with doing so, saying, quote, nothing can spook a deer faster than a poorly timed or misused call, unquote. And for more information, head to mefishwildlife.com.
You'll find all kinds of good tips there. Meanwhile, Lincoln students are putting their own spin on one of America's favorite board games. Matthew Juronsik has that story.
Katanen Motors, Stanley's Garage, S.W. Collins. These are some of the businesses in the Lincoln area that will be featured on the new Moosopoly board that Lauren Manzo's class created at Northern Penobscot Tech Region 3 in Lincoln.
Last year, we were coming up with ideas for something to sell at our annual auction. We found a company that creates them. We've signed a contract with them to sell, have them produce 500 boards for us.
The students have been hard at work collaborating with local businesses using what they learned in bringing the game to life. Olivia Gary, who is in charge of creating the pickup cards, loves putting a local twist on this classic game.
You get to put like a creative flow into it, like a writer. So we have to think of, like, oh, your car broke down, go to this garage to get it fixed, and you move to that spot. I think it's fun.
The money raised will help them with a trip to Skills USA, a competition with other digital design classes from around the world. But first, they'll need to have to pass START. Like Monopoly, it's a race around the board, but you have to stay in an inn instead of a hotel, and will test your fate instead of chance. The idea has been embraced by many of the local businesses in the area.
We have many programs, including our building trades program, and SW Collins is all about construction and building trades, so it helps support our future.
More importantly, the kids are learning life tools that could catapult them past Pennsylvania Avenue all the way to a great payday.
It's like a learning experience on like what we're going to end up doing in the real world.
And Manzo could not be any more proud of her students.
It's just been an overall really warming situation because it's gone a lot bigger and faster than we thought it was going to.
You can actually purchase one of these boards for $25 or wait till they're done for $30 by reaching out to Region 3 on Facebook or calling the school directly. Reporting from Lincoln, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Moosopoly, I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I had Horseopoly as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is better. I prefer moose. Well, it's still to come here this morning. Tyler Cruz will have your latest in local sports.
Back right after this.
Welcome to Bennett's Gems and Jewelry in Belfast. With beautifully crafted gemstone jewelry you'll be proud to own or give as a gift. See why our longtime customers call Bennett's their favorite gift store, with an irresistible selection of genuine Maine tourmaline. Fine jewelry and gemstone giftware. Bennett's Gems also pays cash for your old gold and silver. Open till 6 every day, even Sunday. Bennett's Gems and Jewelry is on Route 1 in Belfast, next to Perry's Nut House. Look for our famous pink dinosaur and prepare to be delighted.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse.
I helped pass new laws to rebuild our nation's infrastructure and begin to repair our broken supply chain. And I'm fighting Biden's failed energy policy, forcing him to drill more American oil to lower gas prices. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
You know, I love me some good GMA in the morning. Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Now that's how you start your day.
Good morning, America.
Yep, bring your friend.
Welcome back in. Thank you for staying with us. Saturday was practically a holiday for us sports guys in Maine, but not one of the holidays where you eat a lot of food or open some presents. It was state championship Saturday. Field hockey and soccer athletes battling for state titles. We will start in Oakland at Messalonsky with field hockey. MCI and Winthrop battling in the Class C game. First one of the day. Scoreless at half, so we pick it up in the third. A great feed here. Hannah Weaver to Ella Bernier, and she makes a move. She gets it to trickle into the cage. Huskies are up 1. Now for the Ramblers, Bella Littler coming across, and she fires. That rattles in. She ties it up at 1. That's how the game would end, so we have some free field hockey. To overtime we go. Just over 5 minutes in, the Ramblers knock it in. It's Madeline Wagner, the hero for the day. Winthrop takes the championship. They win 2-1. To the Class B game now, Lawrence and Freeport. A great fan section here from Freeport. We will start with some great passing from the Bulldogs. Ashton Stewart, she's going to take the shot, but Piper Williams is there for the save. She had a big day. She got her 100th save of the day in this one. We're going to move on, though, later now. Bulldogs on offense. It's Maddie Niles. She is going to finish it off with the backhand right there. That would be the only goal of the game. Lawrence wins their first state title ever, and the 11 seniors on the team get to go out on top.
It's definitely very emotional, especially since this was my last time playing with them, and I've been playing with them my whole life. It's definitely very sad, but just to come off with this win, it makes it a lot better.
Moving to Class A now, Skowhegan looking for their 21st ever state title. Chevrolet looking to repeat as state champs. Early on, the Riverhawks strike first. Lainey LeBlanc, she's going to get it inside here to Layla Conway, and Conway knocks in the game's first goal. Skowhegan up 1-0. Stags now, Lucy Johnson making her moves. She fires and hits the back of the cage. That ties it. This game was back and forth all day, but Skowhegan continues their reign of dominance. They win another state title. 3-2 is the final. Let's head over to some soccer now. A lot of exciting action in field hockey, but soccer, they didn't disappoint either. Class B and C state championships up north this way over at Hampton Academy on Saturday. Let's start with the Class B boys game. John Bapst and Yarmouth are going at it. Bapst, they're looking to finish the season unbeaten, and their fans are out in force. Yarmouth would strike first, though. They send it in here, and look at this jumping goal. They nail that one. That makes it 1-0 Clippers. Later, it's Jack Mason on the corner. He gets it into John Pangburn, and Pangburn finds the net. We are now tied at 1-1, but the Clippers were too much. This goal here from Stevie Walsh is going to give them the lead, and they would win the gold ball by a final score of 3-2.
I mean, it's an awesome feeling. This group of boys have worked hard all season. We all love each other. We're great. It's a bunch of great kids, and I mean, there's no group of boys I'd rather do this with, so it's just an unbelievable feeling.
To the Class B girls game now. Yarmouth at it again. They're battling Herman for the Class B gold ball. Herman up 1 here in the first. Free kick from Allie Coxon, and it's Lindsay Reed on the header. That's going to make it 2-0 Hawks. But watch this now. A 2-1 game. Ava Feely from 45 yards out gets it over Bella Bowden and into the net. That ties things up at 2. So same score. This is the second overtime period. Macy Gilroy on the corner, and Feely knocks it in with the back of her foot. That is the game winner, and the Clippers go on to sweep the Class B state championships. They complete the comeback. They win it 3-2.
It's unreal. We've been working so hard for this, and our whole team had to come together today, and we did that. Had a beautiful cross from Macy. That's her thing, and we just finished it all together. I'm so proud of them.
To Class C boys now between Fort Kent and Wayne Fleet. Flyers striking first. Nils Burton Johansson on the corner. Good D from the Warriors. Ball goes out to Jacob Woodman. He's going to make it 1-0. Flyers looking for more here, but check out this incredible save from Drew Deshane, flying high to keep his team in it. But Wayne Fleet, they were just too much on the day for the Warriors. Here is Miles Cully, one of his 5 goals in the game. Flyers, they go on to win it 6-1. And the final game at Hampden Academy was a rematch of last year's title game, Bucksport and Maranacook for the Class C title. Bucks, they would strike first. It is the freshman Addison Goss. She is in the box undetected, fires one home, makes it a 1-0 lead early. Minutes later, the Bucks on the move again off of the corner. This ball is going to find Alex Frizzell. She gives it a nice swoop of the leg and gets this one to go. Make it a 2-0 lead for Bucksport, and the Bucks would go on to win their first ever gold ball. Final score, 2-1. All right, one more game. Class D girls. NYA battling Penobscot Valley. First half, No score. Corner kick. NYA's Angel Huntsman. She heads it home. That makes it a 1-0 Panthers lead. Minutes later, it's another corner kick for NYA. And again, it is Angel Huntsman with the header. North Yarmouth Academy rolls to yet another Class D state championship. They win 8-0. All right, closing the night with some baseball. Jeremy Pena and the Houston Astros won the World Series last night, so a former Black Bear is not only a World Series champion, but Pena became the first ever position player that is a rookie to win the World Series MVP. So, pretty impressive campaign for Jeremy Pena in just his rookie season. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after this.
You got 100 points.
Have you been moisturizing?
Just sunscreen.
That's 50 points.
With AARP Rewards, anyone can earn points.
Who's got 200 points? You've got 200 points.
It's the free loyalty program that rewards you. They're ready for you.
That's 300 points.
And helps your money, health, and happiness live longer.
By these times, 200 points.
Start earning and redeeming points today.
I am so fearful this winter for oil prices. We can't go on like this.
Jared Golden's votes are definitely making inflation worse.
Jared Golden is not independent.
Golden and Biden are lockstep.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I cannot support Jared Golden.
We need to make a change. Maine needs Bruce Poliquin.
Bruce Poliquin is concerned with Maine people of all walks of life.
I know Bruce Poliquin cares for Maine, and I know he'll fight for us.
I'm Bruce Poliquin, and I approve this message.
You need a bed that's smart enough for both of you. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. Don't miss our weekend special. Save 40% on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Ends Monday.
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
As you all are getting ready for Thanksgiving, we want to say thank you.
Yes, we want to thank our customers, our employees, and all our friends and family. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you for shopping locally.
Welcome back, everyone. It's important to talk about the weather as we head off into the weekend. There's good news to report today. It looks like the nice warm weather will continue, at least for today.
I know, not a sweater day. Devin has the details.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here's these advisories again. Gale watches in effect until 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and we also have small kite advisories up until 4 a.m. on Tuesday as well. I expect these gale watches to get upgraded to gale warnings or small craft advisories at some point, as we'll be dealing with some high surf courtesy of gusty winds that will be developing. We also have rain moving in as well along this cold front, though, and that's been developing from time to time, so you'll get a quick downpour for a while this morning. But once things start to track off towards the south and east, we'll get all this rain out of here. Then for the afternoon, it'll be decreasing clouds and falling temperatures. We'll go from the lower 70s at about the noon time frame, and we'll just keep cooling off. From there, here's the big picture. We're seeing this cold front right about in here that'll be moving through. High pressure not too far away either, so once high pressure starts to move in, that means some nice weather that'll begin to develop as well. We have a few nice days of nice weather on the way. Once we get past today, it'll just be a little bit cooler. Otherwise, though, here's those gusty winds we'll have to watch out for. Some of these gusts reaching up to 30 miles per hour at times today, lasting through tonight, even into parts of tomorrow as well. So a couple of days at least with gusty winds that will be on the way. Already wave heights are reporting around 4 to 5 feet right now, according to some of the buoys. Where you see some of these lighter colors here, we're seeing some areas that are seeing higher surf, and of course we're expecting it to get a little bit worse as that cold front begins to move through. Alrighty, temperatures recently continue to get warm. Look at Friday. We were in the upper 60s, 17 degrees above average. And then Sunday, 74 degrees, 24 degrees above normal. And today, maybe a few degrees cooler. Our average high is 49 degrees. We'll reach for the lower 70s, possibly record-breaking highs expected today. As some of these record highs set back in 2020, we're in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So new record highs could be set before we're all finished up. We'll cool off into the middle to upper 40s Tuesday near Wednesday. Back in the 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Another cool down again as we head near Sunday. Futurecast moving forward, the rain will get out of here. We'll see a lot of sunshine for the rest of the day. Maybe a few passing clouds from time to time. Maybe a few passing clouds again later on tonight, but otherwise remaining mostly clear. And of course, windy out there as well. Then for you Tuesday, a few passing clouds, but otherwise a lot of sunshine with windy conditions expected. Today, lower 70s, some morning rain showers and decreasing clouds. That west wind getting up to about 35 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 30s, mostly clear, getting breezy out there still. That northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, 46 degrees. We're cooling off. Mostly sunny and windy, though. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Don't forget, Tuesday we vote. Mostly sunny, highs in the mid-40s. We'll be in the upper 40s Wednesday with a mostly sunny sky. We're partly cloudy on Thursday, highs in the upper 50s. We remain in the upper 50s on Friday, also Veterans Day, with a mostly cloudy sky.
Ladies, a main adventure.
We've got a great deal on wigwam socks.
Buy one, buy two, buy three.
And get one free.
Thank you for shopping locally.
I've got plans. We've all got them. But Bruce Poliquin's plans would put Social Security benefits at risk. He planned to raise the retirement age and cap retirees' cost of living increases. He even opposed allowing Medicare to negotiate cheaper drug prices. But Jared Golden didn't just plan. He passed legislation to cap seniors' drug costs and let Medicare negotiate drug prices. Jared Golden is the man with the right plan.
DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
In Maine, our independence, hard work, and freedoms mean everything, but not to Paul LePage. He's repeatedly attacked women's reproductive freedom. LePage supported letting states ban abortion with no exceptions for rape or incest, defunded family planning programs, and told extremists we shouldn't have abortion. He's a risk to our health and freedom, and it's why we can't go back to Paul LePage. The top funder of Better Maine is the Democratic Governors Association.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963.
We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
The road to the CMA Award starts right here, people.
You're invited on a worldwide trip.
It's just amazing that country music travels so far.
And Winona Judd.
I'm like my mom. I'm really determined.
Tonight on ABC.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, an iconic superhero movie costume from the 1970s hits the auctioneer's gavel and goes for a tidy sum. The Superman costume, worn by the late actor Christopher Reeve in the 1978 film by the same name, has sold at an auction for $350,000. The complete outfit contains a tunic, cape, belt, a pair of trunks, leggings, and boots. The stretchy blue nylon material is also custom woven and has the classic Superman S and shield on the chest and tunic. Prop store auction, the costume seller says it's in good condition, although there were aging and some minor wear use issues. The buyer was unidentified.
I remember watching the movie for the first time. I felt like Superman coming out of there.
Yeah.
Even before the movie Black Panther, Wakanda Forever hits the big screen. A Happy Meal based on the film has made its debut at McDonald's. The fast food chain introduced its new Black Panther Wakanda Forever Happy Meal. Customers have an opportunity to enter the Marvel Universe even before the movie is released next Friday. Each meal contains one of 10 Black Panther characters. Customers can order a hamburger or chicken McNuggets, and the meals come with kid-sized French fries, apple slices, and a drink, too. So, another Marvel movie heading out.
I mean, always a reason to go get more French fries.
I like the first one. Oh, I like French fries. Food again.
Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Have a great day.
This Veterans Day, join Fox ABC Maine as we salute and honor our veterans. Are you an active, inactive, or retired member of the armed services? Do you know someone who is? Then upload your photos on foxbangor.com/Maine Heroes. We will randomly select as many veterans as possible to win a gift card. Locally sponsored by Cat Tracks, Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, Leo & Sons Auto Repair, and The Farmer's Table. Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.